Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
This is SEL0320.
Joe Johnson.
How y'all doing out there? So, we got a brand new game review. And if y'all hear in the background, for the brand new Bungie feature, Destiny. There's a beta that's officially out. Matter of fact, I'll mute it.
It is out.
It is out for
Get it?
PS4. Nope, I can't do it. I can't get it. You got it? I don't think you got it.
I got it.
No, you don't. But it's out officially for the PS4 and it's for the PlayStation 3. Coming, I think, Monday, it's going to be out officially ready for Xbox One and Xbox 360. But we're going to go line for line of our experience of Destiny.
Right on.
Destiny in and of itself, it's a whole new feature which it has no correlation to, from what we've seen, the Master Chief universe at all. This is something brand new, and to be honest with y'all, my first impression of it, if I could describe it in any kind of way, it's like taking a first-person shooter such as Halo 3, mixing it with something as three-dimensional or a third-person shooter as Mass Effect, and adding an MMO effect to it, such as like the Rift or World of Warcraft. That's the best way I can describe it. It's unlike anything I think I've ever played before. But we're gonna go into different stuff of it. What was your first expression? If you could think of like kind of a description of it, what's your first impression of it, I guess?
My first description was like just wow. The wow factor is definitely there. Yeah, it's Destiny, man. I like literally you know, we've seen the trailers, we've seen the gameplay online, you know, we've seen the E3 announcement, but playing the game is a whole new different animal, different beast. The first thing that got me intrigued about this title is the customization. You start off, you can choose what race, what character class you want, the gender, skin color.
Oh yeah.
You know, represent for the brothers. But anyway, so, and not only that, but you know, me and Sam kind of got like this discussion last night. Was talking after we played it. I was like, man, I don't know, man, about this customization. I thought it would be more in depth and things like that. But I didn't know that they had they had the armor. What is it?
Shaders.
The armor shaders. So what that is, you could purchase for your character. You could purchase like different color sets. Now these, you can't change the individual colors unless per se the armor, but they come in like pre-packaged colors, color schemes, and color sets, which makes sense to me for what they're trying to achieve in the game. It still leaves room for character customizations, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So with that, that has been my first slice of the cake right there, if you will, is the character customization for your preference, you know.
And I mean, the reason why we kind of describe it that way is because I wanted y'all to get a grasp of our experience through it. For me, I was looking at it thinking it was just going to be a first-person shooter, and it surprised me beyond my belief, because when I started playing it, kind of like how Joe described it, you first start off like Mass Effect, being able to create the person from the ground up in different races, not just like different classes. You have 3 different races of people that you can kind of create, like humans, I forgot the other 2, but it's like the way that you can customize the way that they look and the scars and all these different kind of things is just so amazing. But then you have different classes, and so you got Titans, you got, what was it?
You got Titans, Warlocks, and Hunters. And
then underneath that, you got a secondary which you can achieve after a certain point with those as well. And so, I mean, that off the gate, I was like, wow, that's awesome. But I never in my dreams thought that I would like start off. When I start in the game, I'm already immersing into the campaign. It's all interwoven. It's not like I'm going and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna choose to do multiplayer. I'm gonna choose to do this. I'm gonna choose to do that. No, you start off literally like finding your character, have already been created, and then you're trying to go and make your path through. And at a certain point, you're able to go into the orbit, and you notice that you have all these different planets around it you can go to. And so you try to go to the main base, and you notice around you, just like if y'all played DC Universe, you look around, you see all these different kind of characters that are other players online. that are trying to interact with different items. And so you think about like, man, World of Warcraft, like, man, I'm gonna level off my guy based on my class. So if I'm a Titan, then I can go into a merchant that has Titan weapons. But it's not just the weapons that is just one time. Every 30 minutes, like you said, it's always going to be changing variations of things that they might have. Yeah. So I could go to one merchant. They have one set of gloves and then one set of shoes. And then you have a different one that's a higher level. But in addition to those being different colors, like they mean something, y'all. Meaning what I'm saying is that when you play Halo 3, and you played it for the first time, you like, wow, this is cool. You got different variations of armor. But you never would have thought that just like Assassin's Creed or even Titanfall, not necessarily, but Assassin's Creed definitely, that when you pick one set of armor, the defense level might be different. So, I mean, the more you rank up, the more you have the stuff available to you. You have the ability of being stronger, faster, and more dense defensive. And I was like, what? Yeah. Like, I was like, are you serious? And so then you start interacting with other players, you can add them to your faction, technically. And after that point,
Fire Squad.
You continue on the missions and you keep going. But you, at any point, you can go back into orbit and go to the Crucible, where there's featured, which we haven't seen all of them yet, because they haven't even been unlocked until the end of this week, which we might actually go back around probably by the 25th and give y'all our full description of the look at. This is just really our first instance of this for the review for y'all. But the Crucible, you start off with capture the flag, multiplayer.
For those who don't know what the Crucible is, because when I started first playing the game, I was like, Sam, what is the Crucible? Like, what is that? I don't know what that means. Pretty much, in short, it's the multiplayer. It's the multiplayer online arena. That's what the Crucible is.
Mm-hmm. But it's like the navigational system. You can go maybe to Earth, and you might see different things that you can access on Earth. But then when you go to the Crucible location, like, it's all interwoven. And the funny thing is, even the cutscenes, like, it's not like a little bar. You're on your ship, and you're waiting for your ship to get to the destination, which makes it feel more authentic, makes it feel more realistic. You're always moving and turning, and what I've heard is that they're going to continue to add several different missions and Crucible selections, but at all times you're interacting with people at the same exact time, all the time. It's unlike anything I've really played before. But what's your, we're playing it on the PlayStation 3, so we're not playing on next gen, but we've seen what next gen looks like, and that just looks amazing.
That's great.
But even on my PlayStation 3, it looks amazing. As a matter of fact, I'll show y'all a picture of what my first character looks like. Like, the character, like, is so well defined that they use every bit of the PlayStation 3's abilities, as far as graphically and as far as with the memory uses and the processing uses, because it looks defined. It looks very well done. And I mean, everything from when you see another person that's got like an armor that you've never seen before, and you're like, okay, they're at this level, but how are they doing this? It's just really immersive. It keeps you in. But I think the cap is 8.
Yeah,
from what I understand for the beta. But what was the other things you could think of that kind of like surprised you or put you through like a loop, I guess? Because we haven't even talked about the guns. We really haven't talked about the classes and what the classes can do either.
Right. Well, for me, like, kind of going back to the character customization a little bit. My question was, you know, since everybody in the beta caps out, you know, around level 8, I was like, how much customization is there? How much variation is there possible within those levels? You know what I'm saying? Because even though, you know what I'm saying, you rank up and you have certain armor that you can get at that level, I was like, what's to say this other guy with the same rank as me, he looks just like me? I had a problem with that, you know what I'm saying? So of course I want to go the extra mile and do something different, make myself unique. But I came across this in my gameplay. I seen this guy. He was a lower level than me, and he had like this. He was a hunter class. I was a hunter class, and he had like this hood that was a different color that I didn't have. And I was like, wow. I was like, so that just goes to show that, you know, on your quests, on your missions, you can actually find things that are unique, just in the game itself. You know what I'm saying? Things that you necessarily couldn't purchase at the store in the game, but you just had to find it, which makes it more rewarding. So hats off to you, Bungie. That was a good touch. That was a good touch. And what also stood out was, all right, so I was watching boy Sam here play one of the missions, right?
I'll let y'all look at that real quick. That's lagging. Shoot. Oh. Run out of ammo.
Outside. Alright. So while he was playing this mission, you know what I mean? So 2 of his teammates dropped out because they were getting frustrated. Yeah. And this mission was very difficult, so it was
like, tell them the name of it so they'll know.
Alright, so side note, alright. I talked to Sam, I was like, Sam, I think this game, you know what I'm saying? I'm a gamer, I'm a hardcore gamer. Play Halo, all of them. I was like, you know what I'm saying? This game is cake. It looks like cake. I'm gonna beat it. It's easy, right? No. You get the level 5, bruh. You rank level 5, and there's a level called Devil's Lair, right? You have not played the beta if you have not played this level.
Yeah.
Like,
it's true.
I attribute this game that much. Like, if you have not played the beta, you not play the beta until you play Devil's Lair.
I agree.
So he's playing this level, you know, and 2 of his players quit. And I'm like, Sam, we should just quit right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you're gonna beat this level. And sure enough, he's like, I'm gonna wait till I die and then I'm gonna back out. You know what I'm saying? Remember that? And so, sure enough, like, it says 2 people just joined. I was like, what? I was like, 2 people just joined in your game? Like, randomly? I was like, that's so cool, man.
Now, before we even go on, if you hit a point like in, like, for instance, that map, there's a point where it says there's no respawning. And if you die, you have to start all the way back over again. There's no coming back from that point. So if I die and there's no other players, then we have to restart the whole thing. But if I quit out, I can't go back and go to the progress where I was at.
Right.
That's it. So if I quit, I have to go back all over again.
And so, I mean, Bungie did a great job. Keep having that in consideration, having that in mind for the players, you know? Because always those guys online, you know what I'm saying, that want to drop, you know? And it's just like, why would you didn't even tell me? You have a mic, you know what I'm saying? You can't send me a message, but you drop. So that was was like, you guys are really looking out for us players. Like, I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. And it's funny because even when in the gameplay, like, I would find myself trying to strategize because there's certain different levels of enemies. There's some that I can't even describe all the different enemies, y'all. Like, there's some that are knights, some that are just drones, some of them are just like sharpshooters, some of them that just use knives, some of them that have cloaking devices. There's so many different variations. I can't even really tell y'all all the different ones, but I know that there's approaches of how to take down every single one. And for me to have been able to survive, I was trying to go and try to weave myself around, but I noticed that my teammates, they were kind of glowing out instead of like just working at it, but you can respawn them. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just strategize how I'm gonna be able to take and try to bring them back to life and stuff like that. But it's so hard to be able to maintain that when you have a group, but if you do it the right way and you coordinate, it's so much better. And that to me is what first-person shooting have been lacking over years, the team play element of being able to have a team that y'all systematically work it and get through the system as best you can. But the enemies, they are tough. I mean, they are seriously tough. But with the respawn, like, if you get to a point where you're about to die, you can respawn somebody, but you put your life in jeopardy and everybody else around you. And so it makes it more challenging. And another side note, the score. The musical score, y'all. Bungie does not disappoint. When y'all remember Halo 1, 2, and 3, the one biggest things that was stayed consistent was the score was excellent. And Destiny, it revs it up. Like even when you're in the midst of playing, when you're on your downtime, the score is just always instrumental. This is so beautiful. Like, it is amazing. And it's like kind of fast paced at some point, and then when it gets like really ominous feeling, when you're in the complete dark and you don't know what's gonna happen, it kind of has that subtle moments like that. And I love that, dude.
It really does.
But what can you say about the guns, I guess?
The guns?
Oh, from what you've already played with. We don't even played all of them yet.
Exactly. The guns, I like, if you first thing, I like the way they look. Yeah. They look good.
They're different. They're not like Halo. They're
Yeah,
not. They're not.
definitely.
They're really different.
The guns, I feel like, honestly, I would like to see more variation within the guns. Just me personally. I mean, the guns are good. I don't think that they. I think they can add more in that area.
Well,
It's.
well, are you saying more so like adding more to those guns as far as like attachments, or just more guns? Period?
Yeah.
Because-
Attachments. I would say attachments and variation in the guns. I think I've probably seen. I feel like. Granted, this is just a beta. I'm saying we haven't seen everything that Bungie's gonna come out with, but from what I've just uncovered in, the beta, for the primary weapons now. All right, get this. You have the pulse rifle, you have a revolver. What else? You have the rifle that they start out with, and then you have the single shot semi-automatic rifle. You know what I'm saying? And
now each one of these are upgradable though, y'all.
Yes,
Just make sure y'all know that like there's at least
Upgrade.
10 different upgrade levels or things you can attach to them to change it. Which for me, in my experience, I was like, this is awesome.
Right.
Good.
And you can upgrade the guns, and guns also have a certain kind of like an elemental aspect to it. Like some have fire, solar energy, and stuff like that, which is great. Now, this is just me and my experience in playing the game. I would like to see variation. I don't think I've seen one guy I was playing with the other day, and he had a gun that shot like a purple pulse. Like a
Oh
pulse rifle.
yes, the pulse rifle.
So I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. I don't think I had that.
I got it today.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would like also I would like a gun that had like an actual scope on it, like other than a sniper rifle. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me, my preference. But I still like the guns. I still like them, especially the special and the heavy guns. I like those. So,
yeah. It's just so much about this game, y'all, and we're just gonna talk briefly about this because probably by the end of next week we're gonna have a whole other perspective for it. But the one thing that we can both agree on is that the game has sold us. I was going in with kind of semi expectations just because I've heard so many great things from different people online that's told me about it, like the Gamer 2323. If y'all have not checked out his channel, definitely go check this link right here. He's amazing and he's really funny. But he fell in love with the game. But I was like, okay, well, we'll see. But then I noticed everybody on Twitch was playing this game, and I was like, okay, let me check it out. And I started playing it. It excelled on every single level, from the detail, from the craft, from the mechanics, the way it felt. Like even when you're running, when you're using just your, like even the melees, there's different variations of melees that you can actually do with the game.
yeah.
There's so many different things that you can customize. You can customize the ship and the way it actually looks. You can customize the way that the character plays. You can customize the way that the defenses and the armor actually mean something. Like just for me, I know for a fact that I want to buy this game coming out of the beta. I never played the alpha. I wish I would have. So I would have seen what the difference between the beta and alpha is. But I know for a fact that this game can literally keep you immersed more than just 24-hour or 48-hour time frame that like a normal game would. This could be over 200 or 500 hours just because I know how long I played that one mission. I was literally on the go, and I was battling, you know? And I mean, I know for a fact that if there's a game that's more than just a first-person shooter, more than just a co-op experience, you know, then if the story is what I'm thinking it's gonna be, which the story looks awesome.
Looks dope.
You got people like Nathan Fallen from what is the name of that show? Singularity, Firefly. I mean, he's played on so many different things, but I mean, when you got A-list actors that's actually voice acting like that, then it's gonna be serious. So I know for a fact this is a buy for me. If anything else, I can tell y'all that it's a buy. What is your take on it? I mean, I know you were kind of at first kind of on the fence.
Oh no!
But then,
like,
no.
oh, after I played it, yeah, I was like, after I played it, I was like, I think I had too many expectations for this game, but I say there's a lot of aspects of the game that are kind of like you have to like really look for and kind of search for. As far as like, especially like things like the character customization, like the color, the armor shaders. Like I didn't know that when I seen that, I was like, yo, I'm in it, all in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the fence, but now I'm just like, yo, this is definitely a buy.
So it's a go.
It's a go.
And we've only played it on PS3.
And it's only the beta.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We're not playing on next gen. This is just the beta. If the game is anything like this, and there's not been hardly any lag, y'all. I mean, this is a beta. We're playing consistently online with other people,
right?
But we have not had a game shut down on us or lag us out. We haven't.
Right.
And for me, Bungie, you doing your thing.
And also, I like to point out, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people like on the internet now saying they kind of like bash on different classes, like, oh, Warlock's the best, or like Titan's the best, or Hunter's the best. It really depends on your play of style.
How you play the game
Yes.
is everything.
Because like one part of the game, I was watching Sam play with a Titan, and he was just tearing through, you know what I'm saying, the enemies, and like taking shots. I was just like, how are you doing this? Like I died like 50 times on this level. My whole team died on this part of the level. But at the same time, like the areas where he was having trouble with, my team excelled in. Mm-hmm. And the places where he excelled in, I like died like countless times. I use a hunter most of the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He uses a Titan most of the time. Mm-hmm. So it really depends on your play of style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you can find uses for your abilities and things like that. So it really depends on your play style. And Bungie did a great job incorporating and getting variation within the races and the classes that you can actually do. That was just great.
I just thought about something, Joe.
Well,
YouTube, got a question for y'all. If y'all would like to see me and Joe stream on Twitch, please let us know.
Oh, please.
If you do,
y'all want to watch him on Twitch. I am very entertained watching him play. I kid you not. I just put that on the record. I'm very entertained. You know, because a lot of people on Twitch, you know, I watch play and it's just like I just want to watch you play the game. I don't want to watch you play the game while you're on your phone. And all right, I'm done. Never mind.
What he's saying is, YouTube, is that when I play for Cutthroat. I'm that character that's like that. I put my life on the line to go and take somebody out, and I don't care. Like if it means we're gonna win the game, I'll do it, and I'll kill you, and I'll run you over if I need to. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just how I play. I've always played like that. That's what I loved about Halo 2. Is like I was that person that was the distraction. I'm the anomaly. So
he's good at it. Like, I'm while he's playing the game, I'm like, Sam, don't go out there. He's like, bro, I'm gonna go out here. And he's actually living. I'm just like, how are you doing this? Like, he plays a game that's like, I don't think you're supposed to play the game like this, Sam. But he makes it work. And it's just so crazy. I was like, bro, you need a Twitch. Like,
at any
you need
rate,
a Twitch, bro. I'm saying it on YouTube. You need a Twitch, bro.
Anyway, if y'all want us to get a Twitch, me and him will trade back and forth between our characters when we get the Xbox One, which you think we're gonna get an Xbox One next week. So if y'all want that, please leave your comments below. If y'all want to play with us, please leave your gamer tag below.
Oh yeah.
And we'll reveal both of our gamer tags as well. We're not going to put it on this yet until people kind of let us know that they want to do the Twitch stream. But either way, we're going to be playing this game. Right. And we're going to be playing on PS3 for right now, the beta. If y'all want to play the beta with us, if y'all have a PS3 out there, leave your gamer tag at the bottom. But come next week, we're going to also have an Xbox One. So anyway, that concludes our review for our first look at the beta for Destiny. Made by Bungie. It's an awesome game. Visually immersive, but capturing a different kind of feel. It's not your typical first-person shooter. It's not even considered, in my opinion, a first-person shooter at all. And from what we've gathered, there's so many more things that are to come from the story, from the classes, from the guns. We're just at level 8.
Right.
We have no idea what is to come.
Right.
So, anyway, definitely go and check out that Destiny beta. And
15 though.
Yeah, man.
Check out the beta.
But that concludes our review. And please leave a like below if you like this. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for our review on Appleseed. Remember I told y'all my computer shut it out? Well, because of that, part of the video got cut at the end. So probably after this, we're gonna put the rest of that up there just so y'all can be able to view it. But I appreciate all the likes for that video for Appleseed Alpha. It was an awesome anime. But anyway, that concludes our review. Y'all take it easy. Have a good night. Have a good day. Later. Oh, snap. Yeah.